Next, derive an expression, children. Next, let's derive an expression for work done to rotate a dipole in an external electric field. So here, this is our dipole, minus q and plus q charge separated by fixed distance. And let 2d be the length of this dipole. Okay. Now, this dipole is placed in an external electric field. So the green lines denote the electric field, and it is a uniform electric field. You know, uniform electric field is represented by equidistant parallel lines. Okay. Now, you had studied in the first chapter, whenever an electric dipole is placed in an external electric field, it starts to rotate. Why? Because at this end and this end, at the two opposite ends of the dipole, two equal and opposite forces acts. As a result, dipole rotates. So, suppose the dipole is placed in the electric field like this. So, what happens? So, now this pen represents a dipole. At here, we have the plus q charge. Here, we have the minus q charge. And here, the force acts along this direction. And this minus q charge experiences a force along this direction. As a result, the dipole starts to rotate. So, this like this or like this, the dipole starts to rotate. So, how much work is done to rotate this dipole in this electric field? So, suppose the dipole is rotated through a very small angle d theta. That means now dipole is lying in this position, and let the dipole is rotated through a very small angle like this. Now this pen represents the position of the dipole. So the dipole has been rotated from this initial position to this position, and let that position be denoted like this. Okay. Now our dipole is like this. So we have rotated the dipole through a very small angle d theta. Okay, that small angle is d theta. So the work done to rotate the dipole through that small angle d theta is denoted by dw. Since we have rotated the dipole through a very small angle, work done also will be very small. dw equal to force into small displacement, right? Now, in the case of rotational motion, torque takes the place of force, and displacement is the angle through which the dipole has rotated. Angular displacement. And what is that? Tau into d theta equal to, you have already studied the expression for torque on acting on an electric dipole when it is placed in an electric field in the first chapter. Do you remember that expression? Do you remember the expression? Yes, torque tau is equal to Pe sin theta, where P is the dipole moment, E is the electric field, theta is the angle between dipole moment and this electric field. Okay. Now, Pe sin theta and d theta. So, dw is equal to Pe sin theta, d theta. Then what will be the total work done to rotate the dipole from theta 1 to theta 2? So, the total work done is obtained by integrating the small work done. So, integrate, and total work done is the work done to rotate the dipole from any angle from theta 1 to theta 2. It can be from 0 to 90 degree, or from 90 to 180 degree, or from 90 to 180 degree, like that. Okay. So, equal to theta 1 to theta 2. What is dw? dw is Pe sin theta into d theta. Okay. Now, Pe will be constant. Dipole moment of the given dipole and the electric field won't change for this case. So, the total work done is Pe integral theta 1 to theta 2 sin theta d theta equal to Pe. What is integral sin theta? Integral sin theta is minus cos theta. If you don't know, just note down the result of integration. Integral sin theta is minus cos theta. And what is the limit of integration? Limits of integration are theta 1 and theta 2 equal to, take this minus sign out of the bracket. So, minus Pe into cos theta, theta 1, theta 2 equal to minus Pe first apply the upper limit. Instead of theta, substitute the upper limit. Which is the upper limit? Theta 2. So cos theta 2 minus upper limit minus lower limit. That is the method. So instead of theta, then substitute the lower limit theta 1. So cos theta 1. Okay. Now, to remove the minus sign, we can just interchange the terms in the bracket. So we can write like this, equal to cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. So this is the work done to rotate the dipole from any angle theta 1 to any other angle theta 2. Now suppose the dipole is initially lying in the stable equilibrium position. What do you mean by stable equilibrium position? In stable equilibrium position, torque will be 0. Again, angle theta between the dipole moment and the electric field will be 0. That means our dipole is placed parallel to the electric field. Okay. So if the dipole is parallel to the electric field, or if dipole is initially in the stable equilibrium position, our theta 1 will be 0. If theta 1 is 0, then theta 2 can be written as theta itself. I hope you understood the concept. Initially, suppose initially our dipole is in stable equilibrium position. Stable equilibrium position means initial angle will be 0. So our initial angle is theta 1. Theta 1 will be 0. If theta 1 is 0, then no need of writing theta 2. Theta 2 can be considered as theta itself. So substituting these two expressions in this equation, you will get W equal to PE into cos theta 1. Since theta 1 is 0, cos 0, 1 minus cos theta. Theta 2 is theta, so cos theta. So this is the work done. Now again, if here when theta is equal to 0, what will be work done? Work done is equal to PE into 1 minus cos 0. Cos 0 equal to 1 equal to PE itself. Now when theta is equal to 90 degree, we are checking for different orientations of theta. Work done is equal to PE into 1 minus cos 90. Okay. And sorry. So let's check, or let's find out the value of work done for different orientations of theta. When theta equal to 0, work done is PE into 1 minus cos theta. Cos theta, cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So you will get 1 minus 1 is 0. So work done is 0 in this case. When theta is 90 degree, work done will be P into 1 minus cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. So here you will get 1 minus 0 is 1. So work done is PE. And when theta equal to 180 degree, work done is equal to P into 1 minus cos 180. And you know cos 180 is minus 1. So 1 minus of minus 1 is 1 plus 1. That is 2. 2 PE is the work done. So at which position the work done is minimum and work done is maximum? Here the work done is minimum. And which is this position? Theta equal to 0. Theta equal to 0 is the stable equilibrium position, and at the stable equilibrium position work done is minimum, right? And at this position when theta equal to 180, and you had already studied in your previous lesson, theta equal to 180 degree corresponds to the unstable equilibrium position. The dipole will be anti-parallel to the electric field. So for the unstable equilibrium position, the work done will be maximum. And my dear children, this work done itself is stored in the form of potential energy inside the dipole. Okay, this is the expression for the work done to rotate the dipole from theta 1 to theta 2, and this work done itself is stored as potential energy inside the dipole. So at theta equal to 0, position, the potential work done is minimum. That means the potential energy is also minimum. And for theta equal to 180 degree, potential energy is maximum. That work done is maximum. That means potential energy is also maximum. So the energy, potential energy is minimum for stable equilibrium position and maximum for unstable equilibrium position.